I'm with Fayez Hasboun from the Antonian Charitable Society. Now, Fayez, what is the Antonian Charitable Society?
Antonian Charitable Society, it's a society is taking care for the elderly people in Bethlehem. And most of them, the people, they are in need of help or some social cases also. Or they lost some of their families, and most of the young people who are leaving, for instance, the town, and they are alone. For that reason, the society started. Her mission is to take care for the elderly people in the Bethlehem.
When were you started, and why were you started?
Actually, this is a long story. The Bethlehem Charitable Society, the St. Antonian in Bethlehem, it started early in 1913. Almost we are over 100 years. Existing the St. Antonian Society. Even the idea it came through some Bethlehemite ladies during the Ottoman Empire time. So because most of the Christians, they used to leave the country due to the war and the problems they have been here in the Arab Peninsula. So these ladies, they thought that a good idea to help the old ladies. They have been left by their husbands or by their children. So they emigrate outside, especially to North and South America.
Bethlehem must have been a very different time than it is today.
Yes, it is. It is. That time it was, because under the Ottoman occupation, the situation was very, very bad, especially not only in Bethlehem, in the whole Middle East, But especially in Bethlehem. But there was such a, let's say, standard of, people they have concerning, let's say, financial. They were in a good position, so they came with this idea to make as a shelter for people that are in need. And this is the idea it came the St. Antonian Charitable Society.
What's your mission here?
Our mission is to take care after our elderly Christian community in Bethlehem. This is very important. For that reason, we know we are doing our best. If there is any homeless or any social cases in, let's say, in our community, to take care after them.
Do you feel that you're being the hands and feet of Christ, looking after these people?
Let's say because, yes, I agree with you. You know why? Because what we are thinking, our mission, it comes from our Christian virtues and what we believe that Jesus teaches us that, you have to take care after your the other person in front of you. As they said in the Bible, I was in a prison, you came and say hello, and when I was sick, you offer me, and when I was hungry, you give me food. This is the idea. This is the main mission of our society.
Are there many elderly poverty here in Bethlehem?
Actually, it depends. It is situation. It's fluctuated. For instance, if you are thinking in the early 20s, 40s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and because nowadays, the Christian still in Bethlehem area, still, let's say they are the moderate. But we have a lot of families that are in need, and we are trying to help them in many sources.
And you provide food and medicine for them as well, don't you?
Actually, yes. For instance, during the occupation of Bethlehem in 2002 and the siege of the Nativity, we tried our best to send the medicine and food almost to hold the community in Bethlehem. And till today, still we opened a new, for the last 5 years, 6 years now, is what we call it the Antonian Club. We are collecting the elderly people from both sex, men and women. And for this club, 3 times per week, we give them breakfast and lunchtime also. And we give them another 4 hours entertainment on that days, like bingo and some physiotherapy, and we are trying to bring doctors to check them, and they are spending nice time, I think, and we collect them, pick up them from their houses and back send them houses. Although we have few, they are not homeless, but they are living alone and they can't cook by themselves, so we offer them also almost for 10 people every day, 3 meals.
Now, you're a Christian organization. Do you care just for Christians, or are you mixed religion here?
Our main policy is that as we are a Christian society, we are going according to this. And many Christian organizations abroad and societies trying to help our society from time to time. Also, we are trying also, and we have from other non-Christians, they are coming also to our society and asking for help here and there, like, for instance, usually on, let's say, we offer them sometimes with food, some flour, sometimes especially we can them clothes for people, especially in winter time.
And are Christian values important here to the home?
Yes, it is. It is. Very, very, very important, and we going according what it's written in the Bible, and of course here we have the daily prayers, attending masses, and celebrating all the Christian, feasts, and we going according to this. Very important.
What sort of activities do the residents get involved in?
Yes, indeed, we are lucky according to our connections with other Christian societies here in Bethlehem. For instance, we are opening our doors for like the Bethlehem University and other universities around. For instance, for the pre-graduates from the universities, to come and to make a 40 hours credit for their graduation. So usually we are welcomed. Any volunteers, they can come and help us here.
Do you get many young people coming to the home?
Yes, indeed, yes. And especially for this young generation who are studying on the 2nd or 3rd year, their academic year, they are coming here and they are in touch like firsthand with the elderly. And this is very important. And even it gives a good moral for our elderly people who lives here in the house.
Do you see their attitudes change when young people come?
Of course, because we have some critical, for the elderly like Alzheimer, and we have dementia, and when they are some of them, they are start to return back to think about their children, to think about her husband, It's very important. This touch with the young generation and the older generation we have here, very important. I think it helps and it heals. I think in a, let's say, a limit point.
Yeah. Is it one big family here?
Yes, we feel all of us, workers and as a board of trustee and the management and the workers and even the elderly, they know each other and they love to talk to them, and we feel that we are, and many times we are eating with them and we are proud that we are sitting with them and eating with them. So it makes their morale very high, and we as a big family, we live here indeed.
Are you government supported? How do you raise your finances?
Supporting, usually, I mean, we have some resources here and there, and we are living from the Christian Bethlehemites. Bethlehemites, they are giving from time to time offers. They are coming here to the office and they said, I want to cook coming Sunday. For instance, usually here, according to the tradition, for instance, if somebody, his wife delivered a boy, he said, okay, I want to send, 10 kilos of meat and 5 kilos of rice, it's nice.
So you've seen God provide over these many, many years.
I think for that reason, and I believe in this, and it's a fact that this society started in 1913 and still we are existing and we are strong, and even we found ourselves, we opened even a kindergarten for our women. They are working, so they can bring their children to our kindergarten, and we are charging, just few shekels. It doesn't cover nothing, but in order, as you asked me, previous question, we feel that we are a big family, we live together.
Why do you do what you do?
As I told you before, our mission is more spiritual, that if we can help, so we have to help. And as far as we see that the doors and the windows that are open for us, and there is a lot of people that are sharing you these virtues, so we are happy and lucky, and I think we are blessed.
What's your prayer for the future of the home?
I'm praying that another people, especially from Europe and America, to come and to look for this association, because really, a long time ago, we used to have a lot of, donations, but lately, according what is going in the Middle East, unfortunately, in Syria and Iraq, and I think most of the donations and help that goes for that countries, and still here in Palestine, I think we want on the 3rd degree or 4th degree, not the top priority, I think.
To find you on Facebook, what would they put in? Antonian Society?
The Antonian Society, yes. Antonian Society, and all the activities we are doing and whom we are, and a lot of people, from time to time, they are contacting us.
Okay, Fayez, thank you very much.
Okay, you are welcome, and thank you.